YouTube, what's poppin', fam? We back with another video. This one is The Victims of NBA Youngboy by Luista. If I say that name wrong, my fault, bruh. Let's get into the video.
Be a young boy. More often than not, starting a beef with Contrail can go much deeper than rap.
Wait,
What happens when you start beef with a rapper who is demonic, ruthless, and as cold-blooded as NBA Youngboy? More often than not, starting a beef with Contrail can go much deeper than rap, and in some cases, can lead to death. It's your boy Luesta, and today we're gonna be talking about what happened to the NBA
Luista. That's a hard name.
Youngboy victims. Starting off with a rapper named G Money, who literally lost his life shortly after saying some disrespectful things about YB's sister. Growing up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Youngboy was trying to break into the rap game ever since he was a teenager. And one of his first ever collaborations just happened to be with G Money, a rapper who repped the TBG crew. Youngboy was initially under his wing and was even seen wearing a hoodie repping the crew back in some of his older videos. Back then, G was basically his mentor, but something went wrong between them, which led Youngboy abandoning TBG to launch his own rap crew, Never Broke Again. In an interview with Say Cheese TV, G talked about how Youngboy changed once he became famous. However, the core problem between them was related to the older rapper having a sexual relationship with Youngboy's sibling.
He mad about his sister too, though.
About his sister?
Yeah, I had fucked her a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he mad about that. He wasn't really tripping on it back then, though. You know what I'm saying? He be calling me big brother and shit. I guess he just let that famous shit get to his head. Now he feel like he just this new nigga, whoever he supposed to be, whoever he called himself.
As always, NBA Youngboy doesn't let anyone speak on an issue pertaining to him without clapping back. First, Youngboy responded simply on an Instagram live, where he was clearly ready for all the smoke.
What you say? Fucking nigga, I'm about beefing. What it is, bitch?
Before then going on to mention the incident on his song called Pour One.
Remember smoking weed with your little brother. Matter of fact, nigga used to call you my big brother. Then you did some foul shit and had sex with my sister.
Shortly after they had been throwing shots back and forth online, G Money was killed when he was shot in the head while leaving a recording studio on Dallas Drive, Baton Rouge.
Oh my.
Now, some may say that this was all just one big coincidence. However, when you take into consideration that Youngboy's associate NBA Pop was the one who was indicted for the murder, it definitely makes you think twice. Additionally, instead of offering condolences, Youngboy instead decided to celebrate in songs like Danger.
I'm on my top with the I put that burner on him, yeah. Shoot him in his like the last gorilla, nigga, yeah.
By mentioning the last gorilla, Youngboy made it crystal clear who he was referring to. After all, TBG stood for Top Boy Gorilla, and with their leader gone, Youngboy was happy to mock the crew during their time of mourning. But this didn't mean that every member of the crew was just going to take
kind of
him
evil,
down.
bro.
Fredo Bing was also part of TBG, and he was really close to G Money. Not only did he make an entire song titled Doggone about him, but he even told Lad TV that when G Money passed away, he was so upset that he cried while he was in jail.
It was the closest friend I had besides my first best friend, but we got closer, you feel me?
While behind bars, Fredo reportedly attacked Youngboy's older brother, and the police, worried he might seek revenge, believe this led to G's passing. This incident actually prevented Fredo from being released on the day he was supposed to get out of jail. There's a common belief that G Money was only in Baton Rouge on the day he died, specifically because Fredo was supposed to be released from jail that day. However, Fredo's bond hearing got delayed to a later date, leading some people to think that if Fredo had been released as planned, G Money might have not lost his life. As for Youngboy and Fredo, the two used to be cool. In fact, Youngboy actually appeared in one of Fredo's first ever music videos. But once G Money was killed and Bang got out of prison, the relationship between them soured. And when he learned that they would be dropping projects on the same day, Fredo sent some shade to Youngboy, writing, "Guess me and my son dropping together" on an Instagram story post. When you're dealing with someone as hot-headed as Youngboy, calling him your son isn't a great idea.
Crazy.
So he was cussing him out on live, dissing dead ops and issuing threats.
You a bum, you go dig all three of your brothers up with your scary. You a stop running from me. I ain't in no competition with you. Stop writing me. You a you ain't no, you won't be like me. You writing all day. You a
Unsurprisingly,
Bro, Youngboy got so much anger. Like every time I see his man, bro, like when he popping off for something on social media, bro, it's always something about just him being angry about something or threatening somebody, like, or he doing some weird crap like painting his nails or something. I don't know.
Fredo clapped back, throwing shade of his own.
Somebody go help the brother out, bro. He angry, dog. He angry. Talking about partners and shit. It ain't like I'm on it talking about Fat Boy and that extra large coffin he got. You hear me? Or Professor X, how y'all gotta push his hair around. I'm not on it talking about that. I said I was 7 more hours there.
From there, the two kept throwing subliminal shots back and forth on wax, thankfully avoiding things tipping over into violence. However, there was an incident where a fan of Youngboy foolishly tried to taunt Fredo and his crew, which resulted in the fan getting beaten up. Since then, Fredo eventually...
Here we go with the fans getting involved. This got nothing to do with us or y'all. I'm not a fan, but stay out of it. Bro, these are rappers. These are people with gangs, money. Like, this is way bigger than us. You feel me? This got nothing to do with us. Stay out that shit.
Opened up about what happened between them and basically suggested the whole thing was blown out of proportion.
I personally don't got a problem with it. It's more of like when I was telling you about people don't f with people and they in the main people ear type of shit. And motherfuckers don't know how to be grown to be a man and talk for themselves type shit. I don't have a problem with him. We just don't f with each other.
Whatever happened, it's clear any idea that Fredo would ever be competing with YB in terms of sales are long gone. But the Baton Rouge beef doesn't stop there, as another local rapper that Youngboy had a feud with was Kevin Gates. At first, YB and Gates were cool, to the point that they had created absolute banger hit songs together, such as the song PPG and I Am Who They Say I Am, which combined for nearly 200 million views on YouTube alone. And Kevin Gates even got a tattoo of Contrail on his shoulder. During Youngboy's come up, Gates took him under his wing and actually helped.
Getting a tattoo of another rap nigga, I don't know how I feel about that. That just rubs me off the wrong way. I'm not gonna get no tattoo of no man, especially the whole face on my shoulder. Like, you gonna be clapping a girl from my back, she gonna turn around and see Youngboy on the shoulder, she gonna punch you. Like, what the heck? Like, that's kind of weird to me. But hey, to each their own, you know.
Helped him to broker a deal with Atlantic that he'd eventually end up regretting. Although Kevin felt an immense connection to what Youngboy was going through.
I saw myself. When I see him, I see myself. You're not aggressive. It's just when you go through great pain and great hurt, it makes you aggressive. It makes you put the wall up. And that's me. You know what I'm saying? That's who I was. I was that individual.
Bro said, you not aggressive, but you aggressive like 2 seconds later.
Youngboy clearly felt differently, and by the sounds of it, the issue was that Gates basically wanted a finder's fee for helping to set up his deal with Atlantic. And on the song Story of OJ Top's version, Youngboy issued some pretty serious threats aimed at Gates for wanting to take a percentage of his income.
Man, think he get 2% from me, allow him to allow someone else to pay me. Dumb big fucking hit the kill switch, making sure it's over with. Aim and blow the bitch, drop down slow.
By now, Kevin Gates is a family man.
God, bro, this man is aggressive, bro. Yo. I'm not gonna play his music, I'm gonna get shot.
Focused on peace rather than causing anyone any kind of hardship. Because
I mess with his music. I think the last album I listened to was AI Youngboy, some crap like that. But after that, it just got, I don't know, a little bit too violent.
Youngboy is so many years his junior, he basically sees him as a little sibling. So in an interview with Academics, he revealed that he'd done the mature thing and let it go as Youngboy needed a friend, not another.
That shirt is crazy.
I wish I could put my arms around him right now. That shit killed me to see him suffer. I wish I could just put my arms around him right now. I'm always love you forever, but he just on his journey right now.
Before then, stating he will always have love for Contrail in an interview with Cigar Talk.
My love don't change for people. Man, brothers gonna have time where they have to journey apart. It'll come back together if it's meant to be. If not, hey.
Facts.
If I love you, though, I'm not about to never not love you.
Where the beef between Kevin and
NBA
Youngboy was resolved amicably before things could get out of hand, the same cannot be said for Scotty Kane, who he got back into back when he was on his come up. Now, if you're not familiar with this artist, he's another MC from Baton Rouge who reps his own label called Utopia Music. During the beginnings of Youngboy's career, the pair collaborated on a couple of songs together, such as Homicide.
I'm rolling around, I'm just waiting on you, nigga. When I spot you, bitch, I got you, I've been waiting on you, nigga.
But according to Scotty, YB essentially begged him to do the song.
Look, I'm gonna address the situation like a man. You bitch, bro, my cousin did. Y'all came to the studio, he begged me to do the first verse. I did not want to do it, I thought about him. I did the verse, your bitch asked me to put some on your shoes. You not with my label, nigga. You was over there riding TBG, they wanted to raw your pussy ass out. Now you put come trying to rap my music. Now you get on and do all this extra.
Always ready for smoke, NBA Youngboy pulled up to the studio to try and square off with Scotty, but the rapper had no intention of fighting one-on-one, and instead, he pulled a gun on Youngboy, and apparently had him begging once again, but this time, it was for his life. However, as usual, Youngboy would eventually get the last laugh, when one of Scotty's studio sessions was ambushed by the NBA crew, and according to reports, Scotty lost 20 teeth in the attack. Since then, he's been real quiet, and eventually apologized to Youngboy.
Losing 20 teeth? 20 teeth? 20, you might as well knock out the other ones.
claiming he shouldn't have even entertained the beef. Although a lot of rappers that Youngboy has beefed with have faded into obscurity after he was done with them, some have stood strong like Kodak Black. Back in the day, Yak and Youngboy were really cool with each other.
Damn, bro, these two, bro. There could have been greatness, but hey, bro, shit happens.
Point. He even thought about signing Youngboy to his Sniper Gang label after collaborating on their hit song Chosen One. But suddenly, either his words were taken out of context, or he just straight up disrespected NBA on the track Time Never Mattered, rapping, referring to Youngboy as a free agent. Many thought he was throwing shade towards Youngboy for not signing with his crew, although it's unclear if this was a diss. What I do know is that one of NBA's own artists was about to turn the heat up on this beef.
I don't think it was a diss.
Shortly after the song came out, Rondo, who will play a major role in a couple of the feuds later in this video, took an exception to what Yak said and did a live stream where he burned some of Kodak's Sniper Gang merch.
Chill out, man. Man, what's on that shit?
That's some weird shit, bro. You gonna buy somebody merch and just burn it?
Video of members from his Sniper Gang speaking in Haitian. Before then proceeding to pour gasoline on Youngboy's Never Broke Again merch, claiming,
I usually don't burn shirts, you feel me?
This meant the battle lines were drawn, and in October of 2019, Youngboy escalated it even further when he began dating Kodak Black's ex-girlfriend, Dej. But things didn't get too bad until a couple years later when Kodak was in jail. During that time, Youngboy was accused of snitching after his then-girlfriend Yaya Mayweather one of his exes. In the paperwork released at the time, it said that Youngboy had fully cooperated with the police. And as you can imagine, this was the kind of ammo that Kodak Black couldn't ignore. In a since deleted Instagram post, Kodak from behind bars said, "The hell they mean you fully cooperated? Man, that word ain't even supposed to be attached to your name at NBA Youngboy. Don't do that girl like that, man. This make like you was scared and people was gonna try to charge you with something, so you scream." For someone like Youngboy, who came from the gutter, getting called a snitch is about as serious an allegation against you as someone can make. And unsurprisingly, he went off.
These niggas watch me from a jail cell, man. I ain't never paid attention to a nigga, especially from no cell, nigga.
We can tell, bro.
Then what a nigga say, I cooperated. About what, you stupid bitch? Huh?
God, this man is angry every time.
Huh? But my wife say, I gotta get up.
Bro, imagine you and him playing 2K, bro, and he lose, bro. That's the last day you gonna be on this earth. Yo, what the hell?
You talking about this girl right here? My wife? You talking about my wife?
Oh yeah.
Inside my house that I pay.
I remember this.
Still, Kodak kept poking the bear, saying that
Look how she looking.
Son, and that Youngboy wanted to be like him. Disrespected once again, the two were officially no longer friends. Later that year, Youngboy took a jab at Kodak by releasing his album on the same day. And to add salt to the wound, Youngboy's album ended up outselling Kodak's by nearly 15,000 units. Still, when Youngboy got captured by the FBI in 2021, Yak surprisingly insisted that he wasn't celebrating. This seemed like an olive branch, and it probably was. And it also could have to do with the fact that a year prior, Youngboy released a song called Letter to Kodak, where he said he missed him after he was sentenced to 46 months in prison. But there was still one thing bothering Kodak about YB, and it wasn't anything street, but rather it was his fan base and their constant trolling. You guys remember,
bro, Youngboy fans,
it was
bro.
a popular trend on social media for people to say YB better. Well,
yo, who's worse, bro? The Barb's fans or the Youngboy fans, bro? I don't know, bro. I don't know which one's worse, bro. There's the Barb's fans. The second you mention Cardi B name or Megan Thee Stallion, bro, or have an opinion on Nicki Minaj music, bro, you're done for, bro. They're gonna find your address in 2 minutes. You're gonna lose your job in 1 minute. You're gonna lose your car in 30 seconds for whatever reason. Youngboy now. You go under his Instagram comment section, you're not gonna lose just your car, your house, and your job. You're gonna lose your life. So, I'm about to go with Nicki Minaj.
So this really bothered Kodak, and he made it clear in tweets stating, "Bruh, I like Youngboy's music. It's just this dude's fans, homie. Or whoever the fuck is behind all this hashtag YB better shit. That shit be irritating. And can't nobody else say they don't feel me. A dude too real. I ain't hating on nobody. I just say what everybody else is scared to say." With all chances of them rekindling their friendship ruined again, Youngboy clapped back, telling him, "If you don't like my fans, I don't like you, puss." As you can probably tell, a lot of Youngboy's beats start off as a case of respect gone wrong, and that's definitely the case with NLE Choppa. When he first came out the gate, the influence of YB on Choppa's style was pretty obvious, and he didn't hide his fandom.
Yeah, for
At
sure.
one point, he even dropped a song called Free Youngboy to salute his incarcerated hero. But unfortunately, that song would age like milk. It all started after Choppa got into an altercation with a member of NBA's crew in a club. As usual, it was Quando Rondo who set it off by attacking Choppa's friend.
I just cracked NLE Choppa homeboy in this shit, running up on me. Hey, cracking the ass in this shit, nigga. NLE Choppa, and I got that found me, and I'm running around Houston.
NLE Choppa wasn't about to let that narrative fly and cleared up his side of events. And to him, what Quando did was cowardly.
Cuz how the is you niggas took y'all hide behind security, cuz? Y'all know what the you did. You came and hid behind security. You was a bitch.
Quando be yapping, bro.
Any chance of Choppa and Top working with each other anymore was pretty much over, but they kept it respectful enough until one day when Choppa decided to critique Youngboy's music online. After Lil Reese clapped back at a tweet from academics which said that Youngboy was on demon time.
Ain't no demon time. He just rapping like the rest of these rappers.
By saying that he was just rapping like everybody else, Choppa agreed by saying that he stamped that. It's unclear what exactly Choppa's intentions were, but to Youngboy, this meant war. So he quickly retaliated on the track Know Like I Know, where he said, I bet your mama will be destroyed when we send your stupid ass to God for making statements. Choosing sides about my beef with them little boys. You can say I was your favorite. Better stay up in your place, bitch, around to get your face split. Just for good measure, Youngboy...
Bro. I don't know anybody else as aggressive as NBA, bro. Yo, bro, what the freak was that?
Also, this Choppa...
It went hard though, but damn, bro, my feelings hurt.
Focus on health within his music. Rapping, I don't give a fuck about how you treat your body. Give a fuck about your cleaning. Considering how hard Youngboy went, you'd expect that Choppa had to fire back. But he insisted that he was
boy.
above that.
Is there beef there?
No, I don't beef.
I would have turned my phone off. I'm like, yo, this man kind of hard, bro. I'm not gonna beef with that nigga.
While Youngboy's candidness might have been seen as
He's
admirable,
smart.
he didn't stop there. He went on to mock Choppa for his close relationship with his mother, who is both his manager and a successful entrepreneur. Youngboy even stated in his interview with Rap Radar that Choppa couldn't be a gangster because his mother wasn't.
You wanna see a gun in his video, right? You go to the next one, he got a gun in his video, right? Man, you gotta dig a little deeper sometime, bro. Alright, now look at his mama. His mama ain't no gangster, so how the fuck is he a gangster? That shit gonna be...
Yo, why you gonna bring
Those
somebody
bars
mama
about
in there,
Choppa,
bro?
He talked about him choosing sides. In a beef that brings us right back to one of the biggest beefs with another rapper that Youngboy has ever dared to enter, his feud with Lil Durk and the late King Von. You see, Choppa was really good friends with King Von, a Chicago MC who'd beef with NBA's most troublesome artist, Quando Rondo. During a fight in Atlanta at a hookah lounge, King Von was killed by one of Quando Rondo's associates.
R.I.P. King Von, bro.
Since that
That
went down,
was...
Quando believes that he's been blacklisted from the entire industry. While on Youngboy's part, he inherited the beef, beginning with a line on Bring the Hook from his January 2022 Colors mixtape that seemed to poke fun at King Von's death and his hood. Over the years since Von's death, Lil Durk has been criticized by some people for the fact that he hasn't slid for Von. But when it came to the blatant disrespect,
It's not
he
funny,
didn't hesitate to defend
but
his late friend's
the
mom.
comments
In a post
were
just
annoying
days
for the
after
past
Youngboy
2
dropped the
years.
song, Durk let him know exactly what he thought of the New Orleans rapper getting involved. Don't claim it if you ain't do it. You still a bitch. With that, a war began, which has consumed the street rap side of the industry to the point that you're either cool with Youngboy or cool with Durk. Along the way, even baby mamas have been brought into the crossfire of it. As for disses, every new release from them usually has 1 or 2 bars for each other. On Ahaha, Durk raps, once again, a rapper has implied that Youngboy is a snitch, and we know he doesn't go for that. On the same track, he takes aim at Youngboy's ex-girlfriend, Janaea Michelle, who spent some time with King Von too. For Youngboy, his shots have been no less than personal, but even more threatening. On I Hate Youngboy, a song dropped only a few days after Durk's, he referenced Quando, and even dissed Durk's baby mama, India Royal.
That's
saying,
crazy.
Quando got no filter, and he say that. They gon' f with him. Clean up on aisle O. Youngin let that chopper blow. My brother let that stick blow.
The way how he's rapping it, bro. And my brother let that stick blow. Clean up on aisle O. Youngin let that chop blow.
No, that's my smoke. He called me a bitch. That's India. That be yo-ho. Clean up on aisle refers to the O-Block neighborhood that King Von was known for repping. From placing billboards of themselves in their enemy's city, to Youngboy officially turning his back on
Dirk
Dre
Beather's
for
crazy.
associating with Durk on Fuck the Industry Part 2. This is a beef
Personally,
that's
I like
not
Dirk
anywhere
better.
fast, and the two have made it clear that talks of reconciliation are completely false. As for Durk, he made it clear that disrespect towards Von is unforgivable, particularly when he thinks you're trying to gain clout off of his name.
I'm speaking for the whole Chicago. You ain't there. Shut the fuck up. You weren't there. So you made a diss and said something about Von. That's why I don't fuck with you. You ain't did you. Zero in reality.
Yeah, like
happened where it happened.
he just there, bro.
Like, at the moment, Youngboy is still on house arrest in rural Utah, so things are contained for now. But considering how out of hand some of these beefs got when he was a free man, let's hope that Dirk and Youngboy decide to keep this thing on wax rather than taking it to the streets.
anyways, y'all, if I stop posting after this video, bro, Youngboy got me, bro. I'll catch y'all on the next one.